Welcome back, everyone. We back at it with the Caribou, Minnesota homegrown. Carthy, damn, not him. Anthony Edwards is a superstar. This is totally unrelated to the video. The title is literally about the Clippers. Let's get to it. The Clippers will work out. The reason I say that, even through their 0-5 start with James Harden, I say that because everyone is overreacting. This is what the NBA media does. Something happens, overreaction. Oh, who's this Wembanyama guy? He's gonna be the greatest player of all time. Overreaction. He has a mid preseason game. Oh my gosh, overreaction. He puts up 40 in the regular season. Oh my gosh, he's gonna be the GOAT again. Like it's just such a flip flop, this and that. Like we need to chill out and look at things for what they are. Okay? Now with the Clippers, they just acquired James Harden for essentially Marcus Morris and picks. They solved their biggest problem, which was a lack of playmaking. Harden is one of the best playmakers in the entire NBA. So, boom, they did that. Next up, here's the problem they are losing. And this is what's leading everyone to saying, oh my gosh, the Clippers made a mistake. They gave up everything to get nothing. That's not the case at all. They're literally getting used to playing together. This is a new thing for both sides. Um, I had an example in my head. It was, gosh, who was it? I don't remember the exact example, which really sucks. But in general, when you see these kind of teams put together, especially a few games into the season, they are going to struggle to start out. They are getting used to each other. Not only that, the Clippers in general, their team is getting used to Kawhi and Paul George playing at the same time. They hardly ever play together these last 5 years, so they're still getting used to that. And then you add in Westbrook. Now they're getting used to James Harden, Russell Westbrook, um, Kawhi, and Paul George playing together. And then you take out Marcus Morris and you add James Harden. So now they have to get used to playing with these four together along with their bench. That's all it is. It is growing pains. They just got together. It's going to take some time for them to figure out their mojo because they don't have one before James Harden. And now they got to find a new one with James Harden. My guess, going 75 games into the future, right? So the end of the season, they will be, I'm going to say 54 wins. Definitely over 500. I don't think, just because of the slow start they're going to have and have been having, I don't think they will be able to crack 60 games. But I think they will have a nice streak during the season, and they will get somewhere in the mid to high 50s in wins. Because there's no reason that this should not work out. The ego is not there, which is a good thing. Kawhi, as we've seen his whole career, he's not a drama. That's debatable. I wouldn't say he's a drama queen. I would just say that, jeez, he's not conceited, but he can be a drama queen, if that makes sense. I just had like five things going on in this damn game. Paul George, he has said in public during an interview, he is the Robin to Kawhi's Batman. He is the number two on this team. He's perfectly okay with that. The only ego I can see Westbrook having is coming off the bench if he does, and he already went through that with the Lakers, so that's not new to him. And James Harden, I haven't heard anything about him having an ego. He was just the number two on the Sixers, and he was fine with that, or at least it seemed that way. So if ego is not going to be a problem on this team, what will be? Honestly, just the big man. Zubats is clearly the weak point on this team. Zubats and the bench. They could use a better center. They could use a better bench. But with that being said, they should have a top three defense in the league with Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. Honestly, just Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. I'll give them some leeway. They should have a top 10 defense and easily a top three offense. I'm sticking with that. You got James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and the other two guys, right? You can do so much with that. And they solve their biggest problem, playmaking with James Harden. So if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out because super teams don't work out, which we have seen. And honestly, it would probably end the super team era because we see the Suns are also struggling. But as all is said, I'll talk about the Suns in a different video. I think the Clippers will work out. I do not think they'll make the finals just because I've never believed in the Clippers making the finals. I just don't. Kawhi run the jeez, Kawhi run. Kawhi won that ring in 2019. I'm about to go ahead on Kawhi. He's a fine guy. He's a fine player. Very good. Very good player. He got lucky. Let me not hate. But yeah, I don't see why they would struggle. And on that note, I think I'm gonna call it. And let me rephrase. I don't see why they'll struggle aside from their bench being lacking. Okay? So don't try to quote me and say, "Oh no, they're gonna struggle because this." I said it. There's nothing for you to say. You can't disagree with me. Okay? Their bench is why they will struggle. Simply put, benching a weak center. No offense, Subats, you're great, but you're weak. So if you can find some way to disagree with me, do it, and I will reply to you and prove you wrong about you proving me wrong. Okay? Have a great rest of whatever day you're having. Later.